Are you ready?
Hey guys, CSDX and welcome to this video. Sonic Forces. Need to make some kind of pun about it, I guess. I've already gone into detail about Sonic in Sonic Month, a month where I covered a number of Sonic games, both good and also bad, to celebrate the release of Sonic Mania. I dare say it was a success thanks to Sonic Mania being the highest rated Sonic game in 15 years. That's even better than Sonic Generations. Of course, Sonic Mania ended up alluding that it had a connection to Sonic Forces, and since it had Generations' perfect gameplay, it's likely that it... Oh boy. Okay, so it didn't get the best reception out there. However, does it really deserve the ire of gamers? And that's what we're gonna find out. However, I gotta say something. I don't know what the state of Sonic Month is going to be. I've debated on doing like a different themed month every August, or just doing Sonic Month again to celebrate the fact that Sonic Mania Plus is gonna be a thing. Seriously, that was a fucking shock. Mighty and Ray still exist. Amazing! Well, this is somber. I should state that there's a difficulty option of normal and hard. Normal means you don't lose as many rings, but you only hold up to 100, like in Sonic Boom, Rise of the Lyric. Hard is just your typical ring mechanic in Sonic games. Personally, I think it would have made more sense to have it as easy and normal instead of normal and hard, but what can you do? So it begins with, thanks, Sony. By the way, every cutscene in this game is blocked by Sony. Like, only the gameplay is able to be recorded through the PS4. Like, really? Why? We begin with Robotnik surrounded by test tubes of some kind, and it appears he's gotten a hold of the Phantom Ruby from Sonic Mania. How the So we're thrown right into the swing of things, playing as Sonic and Sandhill, aka totally not Green Hill except it is. Both side! The gameplay seems to be alright, and it's the typical Generations fodder, and it's over already. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, that's one of the major drawbacks in this game. There are 30 levels in the game, but it can only be beaten in about 3 or so hours, and the levels here are including any boss battles we would have as well. But the levels can be beaten in about 2 minutes each, depending on the situation, and if you're good enough, obviously, which most people are at this point. Now, this is a common thing in all fairness, because Sonic games have tended to be, like, genuinely short for the most part. However, Sonic Generations, which can be beaten in about 3 to 4 hours, has a technical total of 25 levels, and that's the console and PC version, by the way. Some of these levels are not available in the 3DS version. And yet, they feel so much longer, and yet packed with more content, with better design and all that. It's kind of insane that it got to that point, but then again, as it turns out, Sonic Forces' level designers were like far less than Sonic Generations, and the level designers have never worked on a Sonic game before. Why would you put someone into that job? Anyway, we try to stop Robotnik from taking over the city and are met with enemies of our past. And Shadow? The fuck you doing with them, mama? And a fifth mysterious entity that I guess mind controlled them maybe? Oh, and Sonic basically dies. What? And a fucking resistance force is formed from a team of Sonic's friends because Butnik actually fucking won and has taken over the world. A fucking resistance team? I'm sorry. This game was in development for 4 freaking years. How the hell did it both predict and mimic the current political climate of America at the same goddamn time? Anyway, we are then given our chance to finally, at long last, make our DeviantArt fodder. We get a choice between 7 different animals, and each one has their own respective trait that makes them unique, such as a bird being able to double jump or cats holding onto some rings after getting hit. I had every chance to be like everyone else and make the biggest abomination known to mankind, but instead I chose a perfectly normal dog. He is a good boy. So our unnamed avatar is brought into the fight against Robotnik and are given a Wispin, which is a weapon that helps differentiate the Avatar levels from modern Sonic levels, which we'll get to in a moment, because Sonic is apparently alive after all. Alright! And has been tortured by Robotnik for literally months. What? As for the Avatar stages, they're not bad, really. No boost, unfortunately, but I do like the wire attack that is supposed to mimic the homing attack. You can also use the wire as a grappling hook, which is pretty cool. Oh, by the way, when the fuck did I get a fucking wire thingy? There was no mention of this? The Wispin is essentially based on the Wisps, which make a return in this game, in both Modern Sonic and Avatar levels. The regular Cyan Wisps show up in Modern Sonic levels for its boosting fuel, while all the other Wisps show up in Avatar stages to fuel their special ability that comes with each respective Wispin. And yes, there are different Wispins, we're just given one regularly. Now, once a level is beaten from this point on, we get a ranking system, and when doing specific things for the levels that include merely beating it, you get clothing pieces to dress up your avatar, and boy, do they get insane. Granted, you also get new Wispins depending on certain levels that you beat, but still, you can make the most insane and mismatched outfits imaginable, and it is a fucking blast, especially when you see them dressed up like that in a cutscene when they're all serious as fuck. It's fucking awesome. Oh, and you can use rental avatars from other people? I think I love this already. By the way, this is my final look for my avatar. So fucking fabulous, aka my own Oshi, do not steal.
And then things get bad.
Hey, is it just me, or is my momentum stopping a bunch in the side-scrolling segments? It's probably just me. By the way, to note, I recorded this when I didn't know you could record 60 FPS via 720p on PS4, but I assure you that this game ran in perfect 60 FPS the whole time. Anyway, Chaos is attacking Tails and... And there's the tie-in. Classic Sonic returns from the past.
You're that Sonic from another dimension.
No, he's from the past. We've been over this. Why did they retcon this? And now we get to play as Classic Sonic and... You know what I said about momentum lacking in bits from earlier? Well, I'm pretty sure it's happening here too. Oh, but hey, we can drop dash just like in Mania, so that's a plus. Although, yeah, the momentum is terrible. I mean, the drop dash was implemented into Sonic Mania as a means to regain lost momentum, but in Forces, you lose that momentum almost instantly. This game was in development for 4 years, how the hell did you fuck that up? By the way, just to point out, it isn't just the classic Sonic physics that are all wonky and messed up. It's every side-scrolling segment in this entire freaking game. In fact, take a look at this clip from stage 23. You see I'm boosted, but I still move at the same speed, and while going down the curve, you notice that I slowed down a bit even while boosting. I was boosting, and yet my speed got slowed down still. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's not how physics work. If you think I'm crazy, well, it's in a name, but you need to play for yourself because I could feel the weight in this curve with the boost holding me down, and it was... wow. So yeah, it ain't just classic Sonic that needs to be patched, it's all the side-scrolling segments, including those involving Avatar. Seriously, you have no idea how many times I tried to get this red ring only for the lack of boost and proper momentum due to placement of checkpoint screwed me over, and that's what helped open my eyes about the fucking physics that side-scrollers be wonky and shit. Anyway, Avatar infiltrates the Death Egg to try and save Sonic, who clearly isn't suffering from the so-called torture. You know, maybe Sonic cries on the inside. It's possible, but also unhealthy. See a shrink, Sonic. Oh, Zavik just lets him out. Are you fucking nuts? I suppose this is why I fucking hate Sonic Lost World, especially if that guy is the main antagonist of that game. And we are fighting a giant wasp that he is manning, not like bees, which won't hurt you, but wasps, which give zero fucks and will murder you for goddamn corn chip. After beating Zavik, he disappears. That's weird. Hedgehogs in space! So, Sonic and Avatar, yeah, I'll be calling him Avatar and have been, in case you didn't notice, find each other, and this results in a sort of new level, not quite. You technically play as both modern Sonic and Avatar at the same time, alternating between whichever one is the primary one for specific parts of the level. Some of them even have bits where you combine to perform a double boost. I mean, it's cool and all, so is the music, but you need to have two characters who can boost to do a double boost, right? Where's Avatar's boost, huh? Sure as hell doesn't exist here. How the fuck does that fucking work? By the way, failing it leads to no real punishment outside of no lyrics in the song that plays. Or sometimes, anyway. Well, now that I've explained enough of the stage types, let's progress with the story proper. Sonic goes to meet up with Silver, who has confronted the big baddie known simply as Infinite. Let's get the obvious out of the way. His theme song is fucking awesome. Hell, the music for this entire game is fucking awesome, but Infinite's theme was so popular that many a YouTuber have made covers of it, both instrumental and lyrical. Although they were covering just part of the song as it wasn't fully released until Sonic Forces came out, but still. What exactly is the backstory for this character? I don't think you're gonna like it. It's in the episode Shadow DLC, but I'm not sure if you're gonna like it. First off, it feels awesome to be able to play as Shadow again, especially with that unique kind of homing attack, taking out multiple enemies at once in a line. The story is that Shadow has to find Omega, who is, I guess, short-circuiting in a disturbing way. Shadow then meets Infinite, whom Shadow already met before but didn't recognize him. That's because he was some kind of high-ranking official, and his reason for becoming Infinite is that Shadow took him out and he was shaking with fear subconsciously and didn't like that very much. And he ended up putting on a helmet which hides his face, and he forsook his own identity and stuff, and now he's Infinite.
That's it? That's his big and tragic backstory?
They're mocking the fanfictions, aren't they? They're mocking the fanfictions, right? That's why they did it like that? They're mocking the fanfictions? Yeah, to think that such an awesome-looking villain with an epic theme song could have one of the weakest backstories imaginable. Hey, his boss themes are good, though. Well, the first two are amazing. The third felt unfitting while still, I guess, good. Nonetheless, Infinite ends up fucking with Shadow, and it's actually pretty cool and freaky at the same time, such as Rouge nonchalantly saying Omega's just fine, and then Omega going on a verbal tirade, similar to the Metal Gear Solid 2 I Need Scissors 61 mindfuck. It just felt so unnerving, and it really played into Shadow being messed with. Anyway, Sonic finds Infinite and bests him, but not before...
Oh, great! See, Infinite? Now we're getting to know each other. So, what's your favorite color? Do you like long, romantic walks on the beach? What's the source of your power?
That, but it doesn't last long and Infinite escapes. Also, similar to Mario Odyssey, there are no lives in this game, as you get infinite chances to continue. However, there is a difference. In Mario Odyssey, you basically lose 10 coins, whereas in Forces, you lose points, and as a result get a lower rank for the level. Although, with daily mission rewards, that isn't always an issue. So Robotnik reveals he has a plan to destroy other people, giving the Resistance 3 days to prepare and to stop it. Oh hey, a prototype Phantom Ruby. That'll be important or some shit. Classic Sonic and Tails reunite with them and...
It's been generations since I seen you. You okay?
Okay, that was a clever reference, but they said he's from another dimension and not from the past, so how the hell do they both recognize each other? By the way, I should note that the red rings are somewhat easier to obtain in this game, but the problem with that is that the red rings aren't supposed to be easy to obtain in any Sonic frickin' game. Sonic then encounters Shadow and...
Chaos Control! Another Shadow?
That was a fake.
They're just clones created by Infinite, aren't they? Yeah, they are. I'm eternally convinced that the guys that designed this level were on drugs or some shit. Hey, Aaron, the UFO power was the easier choice for this, but at least you brought the yucks with the lightning wisp whip. And now the fight against Metal Sonic, and... holy fuck, this fucking music. I'm just gonna say it. The fucking music here is the best in the entire game. I dare say it's even better than fucking Infinite's theme. It just sounds so good. Seriously, I have a lot of this music. Well, okay, not a lot, but I have quite a bit of this music. Okay, not quite a bit. I have a few tracks from this game on my phone, and the one I listen to the most is this theme for Battle with Metal Sonic Remix, and it's fucking good on all that.
We're just gonna skip ahead a bit so that we can get to the ending, okay? Sorry about that, but I just don't know if there's much to talk about for the other parts of the levels and all that.
So the big showdown happens with hundreds of NPCs in Sonic and Friends versus hundreds of clones. The big plan, by the way, Eggman's plan, Robotnik's plan, Butnik's plan, to use the Phantom Ruby's power to have the sun crash into the Earth. Okay, where do I begin? First off, this is done by the Phantom Ruby, right? Wouldn't this be an illusion instead of the actual sun destroying the world? Second, even if it were real, you nutjobs are still on the goddamn planet. You're literally going to destroy yourselves in the process, you bargain bin Dr. Wily. And third... Actually, no, that's about it, actually. Of course, using that Phantom Ruby prototype we picked up, we managed to somehow stop the sun from eviscerating us all. We even have one last battle with Infinite before he fades away and classifies himself as obsolete. Rest easy, sweet prince. And yet it isn't over yet, as Robotnik has the Phantom Ruby to keep going somehow, even though it was embedded in Infinite. Wait, what? Leading to one final confrontation with him in null space, and honestly, I fucking love this. This is a fucking awesome and epic looking final boss battle. Seriously, in all honesty, I think that other Sonic games, like prior and even further, would benefit from this unique and awesome boss battle. Wait, what? They used it before? Colors in Lost World? Well, if it ain't broke. By the way, I decided to test what happens if you fail the even more nonsensical triple boost. Well, we actually do kind of get punished for it. Mostly that we gotta refuel our meter for the boost. Butnick just sits there with his thumb up his ass doing jack shit, sadly. Well, with the Phantom Ruby destroyed and the Eggman Empire defeated, Classic Sonic moves on to go back to his own world, an admittedly better world at that. And so, the Resistance then proceeds to celebrate with their victory, but their work isn't over yet, as they gotta do their part to clean up the battlefield so the world can be and look like a better place. Avatar then leaves the Resistance to pursue his own ventures, and grapples away. Because he's not coming back. I can guarantee he's not coming back. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Sonic Forces. Now, it's pretty good, so I don't think I'm gonna be putting it on a sheet, which I gotta find a way to keep this thing on. It's like falling apart already. But I was left with wanting a bit more than this. I'm sorry, but I look forward to this game, not even expecting that much, and yet I hate to say it, but I still feel kind of let down. And yet, at the same time, I had fun with it. The gameplay is definitely like that of Sonic Generations, and that's a plus. The music is fucking phenomenal, and that is also a plus. However, the short length, the levels' respective lengths and designs, and the side-scrolling mechanics make it fall short of what it could have been. Due to how short the stages were, I was left with wanting more or something just a bit better. Now, I can't 100% agree with the Metacritic scores, as I feel they deserve to be a bit higher, personally speaking. Like, I'd say in the 70s rather than the 60s and 50s. Hell, Jar the Completionist's video actually makes me want to try and complete the game, even though he gave it a play it rating. All in all, don't go into this expecting something amazing. In addition, they did the right thing pricing it at only $40, but I'd still get it at a discount if you would. Bottom line, it's good. Not great, but good. It's definitely a step in the right direction for modern Sonic. In fact, the one thing I gotta say is that the main problem with this game is that it was overhyped. They introduced Infinite's theme song, and it was so fucking amazing that people thought that the game was gonna follow through. Sonic Mania was also so fucking amazing that people thought that that was gonna follow through with that as well. All in all, I feel like this game does get the bad rep it gets because of the overhype that came with it. All in all, get it at a discount like I said. It's good. It's alright. It's fine. I feel like I kind of repeated myself for some of that bit. Either way, that was fun. And you know, I kind of want to play more. I honestly don't know how to end this episode. Maybe I should catch up on My Hero Academia or something. I shouldn't shake this. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, click the like button to show your support, and you can subscribe for more. Click any of the cards and such to check out the videos there and whatnot. You can also check out my social medias in the description below, and please remember to stay awesome. Bye bye!